It's a highly awaited judgment as the battle within the AmaZulu royal family rages on. Barely 2 months after the passing of the late AmaZulu king Goodwill Zwelithini, his wife and daughters approached the court. Queen Sibongile Dlamini-Zulu wants the court to grant a declaratory order stating that her marriage to the king was a civil marriage in community of property. She also wants the court to assert her rights to 50% of the late king's estate. The lawyers of King-elect Misuzulu opposed the queen's application. They told the court that the queen's civil marriage is not being disputed, which is the basis for granting a declaratory order.
That is precisely the reason why we are opposing that declaratory. We say it is a declaration in the air, and the court should not entertain it. That is the only basis on which we were opposing that relief. It is asking the court to go back in the time, the gloomy old days.
The Queen also asked the court to determine the validity of the king's 4 customary marriages. The court declined to entertain that argument, saying that the Queen failed to outline that request in her founding court papers.
1A is, it is declared that the marriage between the late His Majesty King Goodwill Zwelithini-Zulu and Her Majesty Queen Sibongile Dlamini-Zulu, concluded on 27 December 1969, was a marriage in community of property. 3. This is the second order that is sought. During the entire existence of the marriage in paragraph 2A above was subject to the Marriage Act 25 of 1961, and all subsequent customary unions celebrated or entered into by the late His Majesty King Goodwill Zwelithini-Zulu were precluded by the existing civil marriage to Her Majesty Queen Sibongile Dlamini-Zulu.
The second application was brought by Princesses Ntando Enkosi and Ntombi Zulu. They asked the court to interdict the execution of the late king's will. The will announced Queen Mantfombi Dlamini-Zulu as regent to the throne. The princesses told the court that the signature on the king's will was forged. They said this was proved by handwriting experts they hired. Amabutho and Zulu maidens are expected to gather outside the courts. Bongani Gema, SABC News, Durban.